Today I am sharing my top tips for transitioning to natural hair, from permed to natural hair. I personally went through that transition. Check out this video if you're curious about it. And if you're here, I'm very proud of you for being here, regardless if you are currently natural, transitioning to natural, regardless of what phase you are in the journey. I encourage you to keep going, and to help you do so, I am going to share some tips. Hey baby loves, welcome back to the fiesta. If you're new here, my name is Keishana Dupuy, and if you're not, you're loyal. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell below if you're interested in seeing weekly hair or skin product reviews, tips, tricks, and advice. My top tip for anyone that is transitioning, and honestly, I recommend this tip to anyone who is going natural, period. No heat. Absolutely no heat. It is not allowed. Even if you do not currently have heat damage, the use of heat while you are in this transition phase will not help you. It will be such a problem, which is why I'm gonna say try your best to go heatless for the first year you are transitioning. That entire first year, you're gonna go through a lot of trials and tribulations, and you do not need heat hindering any progress that you're making. The reason why you want to avoid heat during your transition phase especially is because your hair is probably on the straighter side, right? You're trying to get it to its natural curly state. By using heat, if your hair is dry and brittle, the use of heat would only affect your ends, make it dry more, make it split more, leading it to break off, hinder the growth. It would be a whole bunch of problems, okay? So again, just lose the heat. You don't want your hair to be straightened. You want it to find its natural curl pattern, and by at least doing it for the first year, that'll give you the best chances. Number 2, get you a pre-poo routine. If you don't want to make one, buy one. I have a video on pre-pooing. My favorite pre-poo when I was transitioning was oils. I used to just lather my hair in coconut oil. It helped so much. I went into depth in that video about why you should be pre-pooing, but to the gist of it, by pre-pooing, I was getting some moisture in there, softening my hair, detangling all in one, and it was very helpful. Number 3, figure out the products that work for you. What does your hair love? Does it want some creams? Does it want some gel? Personally, my hair was a fiend for creams. I had to learn more so if my hair liked lighter creams or heavier creams, which obviously changed as time went on with my transition. As those times changed, buy one product, try it out, try it in different ways and see what works. Number 4, protective styling. It is a way to protect your natural hair. It helps a lot of people with growing out their hair. The only thing is, not everyone is a good stylist. Not everyone is a good stylist, but also not everyone actually knows how to handle natural hair. The best thing you can do for your natural hair is one of these 2 things. 1, research the heck out of your stylist. Make sure they can handle natural hair, because then they have a lot more respect for your hair. They treat it better. They're not yanking at your roots and at your edges like that's gonna help them somehow. They take actual genuine care and invest in the care of your hair. The second option, do it your dang self. Learn how to lay the lace of the wig. Learn how to do your braids, your twist styles. I've learned a lot, especially the past few years. I've definitely been challenging myself to learn new things because these styles look fire, but one, they cost a lot. I was tired of these people yanking up my hair and charging me way too much money to do it. I started learning how to do things on my own, and I really encourage you to do the same. 5, do not rush the process. It's gonna be frustrating. You'll be sad, mad, happy. Like, you hit every emotion during this process. It takes a long time. It takes longer than you may realize. Some people are super lucky and they hear transitions like this. And then some of us take a few years, but it also depends on the dedication that you show your hair. Do not rush the process. Trust the process, but also be a part of that process. Don't just be like, oh, whatever my hair wants to do, it is what it is. If you really want your hair to look a certain way or feel a certain way, whatever the case may be. You have to figure out how to get your hair to do so. For the most part, you can learn how to make your hair do a lot of different things. Think of it this way: your hair is a mystery and you are a rookie detective determined to get its big break. It might take a long time, but if you are consistent and find all the clues and figure out what your hair is like, it's easy breezy, okay? The time will pass before you even realize it, and then you got a nice big fluffy curly fro. And this last thing I want to say kind of goes along with a few of the other tips I just said, but to wrap it up, this bonus tip is a real one. Protect your hair. I'll repeat it: protect your hair. You need to prevent breakage and damage as much as possible. Prevent heat damage, chemical damage, product, like just prevent damage. Don't ignore wash days and let products build up in your scalp and create all these problems. Learn how to do your own hair. Use microfiber towels, satin, silk, all, like, there's a lot of different tips. There's a lot of different things you can do. Your hair needs your dedication and consistency, and I promise you, your hair will flourish. Don't let anyone control the process but you. You are transitioning. Your hair's gonna look crazy sometimes. You're gonna get really frustrated a lot of times. All of it is okay because you're working towards a bigger journey. Regardless if it's growing your hair out, you hated the pain of the perms, whatever reason it is that you are going natural. There's a reason why you chose to not do a big chop and chose to transition instead. If it's like me, it's because you wasn't trying to deal with the lack of length of hair. It was just gonna be way too overwhelming for me to chop off my hair, and that's perfectly okay. But trust the process and be consistent. Man, your hair about to flourish. Look fire. If you made it this far, I hope you really like to subscribe, because I don't know what you're waiting for. Please let me know if you have any questions about my natural hair transitioning experience. If you have a product request, video suggestion, anything like that, go ahead and comment below or DM me on Instagram. And if your idea is selected, you will get a shout out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Ciao.